so much on social media, it gets to a point that you probably have this clash. Maybe someone dragging you online. You see that thing? When someone is dragging you online, it's not a small thing. Because I have seen the victims, I've seen how they react. A lot of people go the extreme. Some people, it affects them so much that it affects their psychology. They get into depression just because of what someone said about them online. Sito in Abraham the other day had to go arrest somebody that the whole Nigeria started dragging her and asking Netflix to bring down her movies. That's the extent it can go if you put yourself out there on social media. But people also need to understand that this social media is a business. It's a business. It's not... aside the joy and the love and the whole play and all of that, it's a business. Vicky James has always been up there, but she became more popular when she put her man out there. When she was going to get married, that's when Vicky James became more popular. A lot of people who never knew she existed, who were not fashionistas or fashion freaks, knew about Vicky James out of the blue. So that's what brought her out there. It means people are interested. And even though people are saying take your man off social media, people are interested in knowing what's happening in that marriage. And if she doesn't keep informing them, that means she's losing them. So she has to keep putting it out there because she's putting her business out there.
All right. Let me hear from you, Ken. What is your take on this?
Okay, I see a very big distinction between making money and keeping your marriage. Keeping your marriage involves keeping things private. There are even aspects of your marriage that one is not supposed to let even one's parents even know about. There are issues that come up in marriages that the man ought not to tell his own parents about what happens between he and his wife. And vice versa, same thing with the wife not telling her people what happens between her husband and her. If it's that minute, at the smallest microcosm of it, then you now look at social media, which is like a town hall and a market joined into one. And I don't see anybody going to the market or the town hall to announce everything that happens in their marriage. There are products to sell, yes, but do you have to sacrifice the stuff that you can't buy for what you can sell? Your marriage and the sanctity of it is best kept secret because it's easier to manage. It's easier to be able to control actions that happen within a marriage if just a few people or if just those two people are aware of the situations or circumstances within that marriage. So I don't see it as a very good omen to post almost everything that happens in a marriage on the social media because first of all, you don't have marriage counselors there. You only have people that are eager for just information that they might use in any way, in any format that they wish to use, and of which many of it will not favor you. Yet, if you have items to sell, or you and your husband have products to sell, that's different if you are coming as a company to put up things on social media that this is what I and my hobby are selling, or please patronize us. That's different from bringing personal, private, and intimate relationship and marital issues to social media.
Okay, so can I come in?
Of course, you can.
All right. So for that particular matter, especially Vicky James, first of all, Blessing CEO told her about, she pointed at the Get Ready With Me videos that she posts about her husband and herself, and that those videos, it's a trend online, right? That they are jumping on. Get ready with me. People dress up in front of the camera, like, join me, I'm getting ready for church, so get ready with me. So that's what she started doing with her husband. Her get ready with me videos now she does with her husband while the both of them are dressing up, you understand? Nobody's posting nudes, but just short clips of that, and hello, it's already going viral. You need to first understand that social media is a market. And gone are the days when it's only serious things that sell. Now, playful things sell. Come on, look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 challenge that's going. Those are the kind of things that sell. If you're a social media influencer, you're a social media person, when there are trends like this, it is wise that you jump on it because it will take you up there. Blogs will carry it without you paying for it, and they'll put it out there. Oh, Vicky James jumped on this trend with her husband. Do you understand? So no, Blessing CEO is not really talking about her bringing intimate and personal matters of marriage to the social media space. We've not seen anything at that. But what we are seeing is her posting videos, laughing with her husband, playing games a lot, and all of those things. And hey, it is for the gram, it is for the business.
Now, when you say it's for the brand, it's for the business. Now, let's look at the business fact, right? Now, Vicky James, prior to her marriage, already is a brand.
Of course.
It's an established brand. And she has her own clientele. And her clients are not the middle class Nigerians.
Of course.
You agree with me? Now, already she's established. However, her husband has a cleaning business, a brand that is not known, a relatively very small brand. Now, part of the conversation ongoing with respect to James' publicity of her marriage is that she's not jumping on her own
Husband's business.
No, she's not using her fame to project her husband's business. When you say it's all about the business, all about the life, then the question will be, if you are married to somebody who allegedly, according to people, married up, now, the natural thing to do would be to use your platform to build your man.
Of course.
Project his business, put it out there. Everybody or most Nigerians know that name, Vicky James.
No.
Most Nigerians know the name Vicky James associated to a fashion brand. But what is the name of the husband's company?
People do not know.
Do you know?
I don't even know.
When do you know? The thing is,
not even everyone knows his name. People know him as Mr. Vicky James.
that's the thing. I was coming to that point. Nobody knows the name of the husband's business. So if probably like you have posited, she was doing it for the business, then the question would be, why is she not building her husband's business?
That's a big question.
That's one question. Then the second thing is, now people, like you said, his name is Mr. Tere. But I just had to think for a minute to remember the name. It's not a name that comes up naturally. Do you understand? Now, people are calling the man Mr.
Vicky James.
Do you understand? The thing is, I am not looking at the now because, I mean, they're in their honeymoon stage of the marriage. So all this lovey thing is expected. But I am looking at 5 years down the line. I am looking at when this honeymoon, this lovey-dovey feeling evaporates and they get into the real thing that is called marriage. Resentment will start building at some point because nobody would want, women at this point are even fighting not to lose their personality in marriages anymore. They still want to marry, they want to marry well and still achieve and still be ambitious and still have a niche for themselves. How much more a man in a patriarchal system that the ego of a man speaks? A man is expected to be the leader and he's projected to the world as if he married up, and you know the reverse is now the case. Instead of being called Mr. Atere or Vicky James in this instance, being called Mrs. Atere by everybody. This is the case, and they're calling their husband Mr. Vicky James. A time will come, it's a natural thing. A time will come in the marriage when resentment will start creeping up. And issues and cracks might start coming up. It might not show immediately, but the possibility that it will come up is high. Do not also forget the age of the people in question. They are very young couple who may not have the exact wisdom to manage certain crises and they fall out. If it's a far much more mature man, I'll be like, okay, probably you have the wisdom, the maturity to handle certain resentment or certain emotions when they come up as a fallout of this. The question is, after this whole butterflies in the stomach, weak knees, jelly feet, lovey-dovey of the marriage, and they're now facing the real thing, what happens? Raymond, you are a man. What is your view? How do you look at this aspect?
I think that coming to social media as of now, I'm bringing every actions between she and her husband as a thing for likes and for.
She's not bringing every action.
No, that's
It's not every action.
No, as of now.
It's not every, just goes and plays. Go on.
So what I mean is that, and as of now, they are supposed to be building on their marriage, on their plans, and the social media is supposed to have a rest, and there is time for everything. Being a young marriage, she should have concentrated on the next step of the marriage, on the next step of the relationship. And
what would be the next step?
The next step of the relationship is children.
What makes you think they are
not concentrating?
No, they might be working in their own.
So what does they need to
they are too active to be really working. They should be working. So I think first of all that it's not wrong entirely that they are sharing their life online. But if it gets to the point that people start making complaints about it, then that means that there's a line that's been crossed. It's excessive. You get it? But I'm not even saying that they shouldn't feature online. But there's time and there's a space for that. It shouldn't have to be like, this is my all, this is my life. You have to give that man some time. He might not be as popular as she is. She has to find out what we're doing that you're not as popular as I am. That means there's a place, he has a niche. She has a lot to learn from him, in as much as he has a lot to gain from her online publicity. You understand that publicity is not just everything. And rules, some commandments, it has a personal group of rules that they should keep within themselves, because when the chips are down, I mean, this whole crowd on social media are going to tear them apart. It's fine, you can see blood.
It's a crack, like shark.
Just a little, that man might just happen to see an old friend and, somewhere, and they'll just like look at your man, it's everywhere between them, and before he will try to repair that, it's not what it says, and they have already shattered that marriage. So it's very important that some aspects of the marital life is kept away from the camera. The camera doesn't have to be on full blast. Get the point. So okay, yes, we are dressing up for church. Why should that be an issue?
It's a trend.
It's a trend, yes, but it's not all trends that should be done. Because at the same time, you're exposing some intimacies in there.
They are not actually exposing.
No, I'm not. When I mean intimate, it doesn't mean that someone has
some moments should be private.
Yeah, it should not always. When I mean intimate moments, it doesn't mean that they are not well dressed or that they are sharing news. No, I mean, before you know it, will be so common for her to be able to kiss or French kiss the man in public. After all,
I don't know, man.
I mean, there are some aspects that I do believe that the social media is not very mature. Because yes, social media, most of them keep this information to be used, to be utilized when the
chips are down. Yes, internet never forget.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's look at, I understand the fears of not taking everything to social media as long as marriage is concerned, okay? But we also need to understand that this is personal. I might not be a social media person. And so if I get married to one, I might want him to tone it down. But if I'm a social media person, I'm okay with it. And then my man is also okay with it. Hello, what is Nigeria's business? As long as we're not doing anything that is morally wrong, and we're not doing anything that is disturbing to the viewer. So what exactly is the problem with people? And the fact that
disturbing
yes,
is different, it's subjective in this instance. What you consider to be okay
disturbing,
may not be okay.
Exactly, but there's something. There's a moral standard. Yes, but there's a moral standard. Even though these things are relative, the society put the standard. If I could, there's a way I'll dress to work now, and everybody will think I'm naked. That's the moral standard the society has set. So there are certain standards that the society has already set. What I'm trying to say is, as long as the both of them are okay with it, and again, to correct something, they are not putting their right now. Like you said, there are a lot of things that is going on with that couple that we are not aware of. We're just seeing them playing games on social media. We're just seeing them, stepping out and pictures and videos, it does not mean they are bringing their lives and entirety, to the social media space.
Very private.
That's their choice. It's their choice.
And at some point, if you recall very much, there was a time you just mentioned that they couldn't go dancing. Tiwa Savage had to come out, and I was like, I wish. Looking at two of you, the love you share over the years. I regret. She said, I regret leaving my marriage. I wish I could have stayed in public because of the quality of what they share. That's what the whole Nigeria knows, that me and Adekunle are married and they have a child.
Okay, they have something they do online. Simi and Adekunle Gold. In fact, they have a particular program now that they air on YouTube, and the program is about them, their family, and their daughter.
More like a reality show.
Not a reality show, but it's still clips because I kind of follow it sometimes on YouTube. So it's still them putting their family out there. So I don't see anything wrong with that. And even if they are not doing it, I still don't see anything wrong with it. I believe that it is relative. If I am okay with it and my husband is okay with it and we are making money from it, come on, then that's not a problem. But for couples that the man is not okay with it, like I said it earlier, maybe the man is not okay and the wife is not, then we'll need to have a conversation.
When you are getting married to somebody who is already out there, you should know that you have to hear it.
And he's now being Mr. James.
No, hold on. If you're speaking from the angle of not wanting to participate in this trends, not wanting to always be, I can understand that. But saying that your wife should not be on social media when you know she's an extension. No, when you know this is Raymond, it's a different ballgame. If I have this one, Raymond, you have a business, and that business was built on social media. My customers are on social media. I have to be on social media to engage them and get more customers, more clients. And you have this understanding before we get married. And then we get married and you now change your stance and you want to shut down what I have business over the years successfully. That marriage might have
billions of dollars.
It means that your insecurity is popping up on the woman's
someone's marriage is going to fail.
No. Hold on. The agent's issue is different. The question is not about her brand on social media. The thing is, the level of exposure to her marriage. If you're telling your wife, who already is a social media person and has a brand on social media, that you can go on to do whatever it is you want to do to build your brand, fine, but I don't want to, me as your husband, I don't want to be in the faces of people. That can be understood. But when you know that she has a brand on social media,
you want to shut down her brand.
Then you get married to her because you're now the husband. You want to shut down that brand.
It's going to threaten the marriage.
How is it going to threaten the marriage?
If she has more time for that.
It didn't threaten you.
You were enjoying the ground. Nobody would have even known you if without her. Nobody would have known you. You were dating.
And you know this is the basis for my livelihood.
What we've established now is that social media can break the marriage.
You're the one saying breaking marriage. Nobody mentioned breaking a marriage yet. Which it looks like a terror does.
Right, so now there are women that
Of course.
there are women that were in the media that their husband will like, I don't want you to continue to be in the media. Did they lose their marriages? I mean,
Keep talking about losing marriage.
Traditional
That's the extreme. Losing marriage.
Excuse me. So traditional media. In traditional media, there are women that left in broadcasting, both print, radio and TV. There are women that got into marriages and afterwards, now like, please, we'll do something else. And we'll do something else. And the marriage still continued. So in this case, new media, being the social media, it is not acceptable. It must be continued, even at the expense of the marriage. Different strokes for different folks.
At all. You're not getting the point at all.
A woman stopping because of marriage. Now, at this point, hold on, at this point, it's a function of choice. A woman can choose her marriage over her career. It's fine. A woman can actually choose her career over her marriage. It's still fine. Hold on. But the crux of the matter that we are discussing is putting your marriage out there on social media. Now, if a man comes out to tell the wife, I am not comfortable with you putting our marriage out there. I'm not comfortable to participate.
Which is what they are trying to
I'm not comfortable with you participating. I'm not comfortable participating with you on social media trends. I would rather remain private. That can be understood. Truth be told, there are 1,001 women on social media who have brands on social media who have built a name and a brand and making serious money on social media, and their private life is unknown. Yes. Their husbands are not known. Their partners, their partners are not known. However, it is different from what you're saying. What you're saying is a man telling the wife who has, let me give you an instance, like Vicky James now,
as big as she is,
as big a brand, an international brand as she is, that's got the visibility through social media. Now you say a man, no, this is me now, my opinion. Yeah. Now I am dating you and we courted, and during all this time, you know how busy I am, you know how successful I am, and you know my success has come as a result of how I was able to use social media to build my brand. And it is all business out there for me. I have not been in scandals. Vicky James has not been a scandalous person on social media. You can give her that. She's simply all about her business and her brand. And then she gets married, and suddenly the husband, who knew all these things, all this while, was comfortable with it, got married to her. He's enjoying the successes and the popularity that comes with the social media, enjoying the benefits accrued to the social media, and then suddenly sleeps and wakes up one day and tells her, you need to go off social media. You are simply telling that woman that her career that she has put in sleepless nights, days, spent money to build herself.
The marriage is in danger.
Hold on, spent money to build herself. That she should shut down her legacy that she will give down to her children and her great grandchildren. For me personally, now I am speaking as Laurentia. For me personally, that marriage will have to go, because what it means is the man has insecurities.
exactly.
He can't handle my success. He can't handle the fact that I am out there. Okay, it's not like telling him Gozo Konjiwala because you're popular. Hold on. I have a reason for bringing out Gozo Konjiwala. Yeah, she's not a social media person, but she's a name.
Why is she not a social
She's
media
a
person?
brand. Hold on, please. Now, her job when she was in Nigeria put her life on the line, put her family on the line of fire. At some point, her mother was kidnapped while she was doing this job because of political reasons, right? And God being so kind, the mother was released. The police swooped into the matter, and her mother was released, and the captives were caught. The people that arrested the kidnappers were caught. That is a real life threat as against cyberbullying. That's a real life threat. And the husband at no point said, "Oh,
their marriage wasn't threatened. Their marriage wasn't threatened.
Real life threat that someone that is as dangerous."
Because the man is not insecure.
The man
is not insecure.
You guys don't draw me out.
He's not insecure.
You are not going to draw me out. Your just speaking continually does not drown out my own perspective. Are you trying to win? We are having a discussion. You are trying to win. You are trying to win. You get my point. Yes. So you don't try to win. If you are trying to win, you will not. I will make sure of that because we all have our opinions, different strokes, different forces. What I mean is that you bringing in Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was a disservice to my own opinion.
Bring your own example.
Yes, my opinion was not against successful women.
Is Vicky James not successful?
No, you are not. You are not listening. I was not speaking against successful women.
What were you speaking against?
Good. Thank you for that.
Are women in broadcasting not successful?
No, wait.
Okay.
Wait, allow me. What I said is that if overexposure in social media specifically was going to be threatening the marriage, because through what you read out, you said that some are even calling the man Mrs. Vicky James.
Mr. Vicky James.
Okay, Mr. Vicky, but it seems like a Mrs. in the matter. Because it seemed like he was the one that they married. Yes, because, I mean, they
said he married Paul.
Okay, he married up. He doesn't even have dignity anymore. And over time, to keep piling up. Yes, we'll laugh about it because money is coming in. So money now can now be substituted for a man's dignity. And just excuse me, so you get where I'm going towards. Why I was going towards there is that it's a social media thing, not a career thing. I wasn't talking about career. I wasn't talking about how successful the woman was or her brand. You get the point? But putting out this man out there and for a period of time, and there are nasty people online.
Yes.
Don't say that she's not stopped. Don't say that they won't be DMing her. And over some time, there are things that will still impact on that marriage, and they will have a talk about it. And if they have a talk about it, and they need to, take a step back a little bit, please say no, go and shut down your account.
What I was reacting to, and I'm sure they reacted to as well, you clearly said that the man can tell the woman to shut down all her activities on social media. And I said, including her business, you said yes, the marriage is under hold on. And I said, this is a business and a brand she built on social media. Business and marriage.
No. If you
not
don't
exactly what you said.
Okay,
you now said it does that mean that the marriage comes second to her career?
Because see, we have to try as much as possible to protect marriage. You get my point? My point is not that she should. I never ever went into her business or her brand.
You did, probably.
Okay, no, it's not intentional.
Okay.
That's not the focus.
Okay.
The focus here is
to
exposure.
Marriage.
Yes, unnecessary exposure over a period of time that is beginning to pass on misconceptions about your partner. You understand?
Yes.
You take some steps
Putting
back.
him on the line of
Yes, nobody even knows his name. Nobody knows his name.
Mr. Perry.
Oh, you do. After some research. That's my thought.
Alright, back to my say on this one. Still back to what I've been saying ever since. If the couple are okay with it, then it is fine. It is their business, and they decide how much of their marriage they want to put on social media. Do we have successful couples who don't go out there too? It is still their agreement. So as we see, Vicky James and her husband are okay with it. So Nigerians, should mind their business.
Now, when you say Nigerians should mind their
Anything online is
also understand one thing. When the chips are down, by the reason of putting their marriage out there are now online in-laws. There are now online 20 parties. Because, I mean, it's not their marriage now, it's a Nigerian marriage. We have to also understand there are consequences
which they know
to
about
actions.
and they
So
don't
no. Most times celebrities and popular people don't know about it. Because you would agree with me that a lot of them most times will also make another video begging you, please, negative comments affect us. No. You enjoy the benefits, you enjoy the consequences as well. So what I'm saying is, it's now a Nigerian marriage. It is not Vicky James and her husband's marriage. And when issues, no, don't worry. When there seems to be a crack, let me tell you, there are a lot of popular people whose marriages are not out there that had major crises in their marriage, but because there were no online in-laws, they were able to settle themselves quietly and life moved on, and Nigerians they don't know. So because they are already out there, they will do grow up, get ready with me video one day and Mr. Kitchen's daughter smile. Online in-laws like blood in the sea. They will come up like sharks, smelling blood and start analyzing them. And project even issues that are not there. And the moment they have issues, they should be rest assured that Nigerians are willing to entertain them as much as they have entertained Nigerians. Of course, they know about it. So there are consequences to this. You know, they know about it until they leave it.
Yes.
It's one thing.
It doesn't take a tip. My point is not. I'm not saying. You need to get. I'm not saying that the consequences are not there. Everybody knows that when you put your business online, there are consequences. What I'm saying is the couple are okay.
You say it's not Nigerians' business.
The couple are okay with it.
No, when you
how
say
much of their business they put online?
That's
their business. Do you understand?
They are okay with it. I'm
Yes.
trying to also let you know. It is now Nigerian.
Which I'm not debunking. I agree.
So now, they don't need to be very okay because Nigerians determine whether they are okay or not.
The couple are okay with it.
I said that
the couple are okay with it. If you just want to go on this secure man, like some men.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not insecure. So we will join with those games and those videos.
Also, you know, if you know in GST 101, I think that should be philosophy and logic. They told us, according to Socrates, I hope I'm correct, that appearance is not reality.
Exactly.
Let's just hope.
Yes, let's hope. I agree that they are happy with it. That's my thoughts.
That's your thoughts.
Let's just hope.
Might not be reality.
I agree with
Your
it.
thoughts might not be
What's
reality.
all your